is your informative and educative program, Zimbabwe, the Awakening Giant. And today, we bring you a very exciting topic that is set to keep you at the edges of your seats as we get highlights of a women's development program that took place in Gwanda, Matabeleland South Province, earlier on this year. The talk during this new political dispensation is that Zimbabwe is open for business, and this cannot be realized if some of Zimbabwe's citizens are left behind in empowerment programs that include, among others, financial as well as educative empowerment. Recently, the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe's subsidiary, Homelink Finance, in partnership with the Harare Institute of Technology, hosted a training workshop targeting women in a program that was in line with government's program of linking businesses with universities for the development of the nation. At a local hotel in Gwanda from the 19th to the 24th of March 2018 under the theme Entrepreneurship, Mindset for Sustainable Business. This training workshop comprised of about 100 women from the Gwanda community with diverse backgrounds. The aim of the financial literacy workshop was for every woman who attended to be able to come up with a bankable and sustainable business proposal so that they would be able to improve the livelihoods of their families and those of their communities. Our field crew was in Gwanda during this event, and we joined the Harare Institute of Technology's chairperson of the Technopreneurship Development Center, Ms. Masunda, as she explains what this developmental program, which is set to be taken across all the 10 provinces of Zimbabwe, is all about.
The Women Entrepreneurship Development Program is a week-long, short-term, intensive training program held in communities, and it is intended to offer prospective women leaders an opportunity to experience and learn about entrepreneurship. Through the program, the participants will be able to test the entrepreneurial spirit, learn the basic skill set necessary to start a new business as an entrepreneur. They will also be able to compete in the business competition, learning how to compare their business plans with others in the class, and have a chance to networking with participants from around the community for possible establishment and growth of national ventures in the future. The intention of the WEDT is to offer this training to as many women in as many communities around Zimbabwe as possible. And someone may be asking, why are we offering women? Women are likely to benefit from entrepreneurship, being the poorer and more discriminated against gender. Women entrepreneurs have also been designated as the new engines for growth and the rising stars of the economy to bring prosperity and welfare because of the unique role that they play in the household, and also because of the rise in female-headed households across the nation.
The Pro-Vice Chancellor of the Harare Institute of Technology, Dr. Chanakira, was at the opening ceremony, and this is what he had to say to the ladies.
I want to quote from the World Bank 2017. Women entrepreneurs face numerous challenges to financing, owning and growing a business, including limited access to capital and technology, a lack of networks and knowledge resources, and legal and policy obstacles to business ownership and development. That's a lot of problems, isn't it? That's why we are here. We are here with our partners to try and see if we can provide solutions to these problems. I want to thank the Deputy Reserve Bank Governor. Her passion for women entrepreneurship and the commitment to see things happen, to see women empowered is amazing. I think I'm meeting her for the third time. The other time we met in one of the seminars because of the same matter. And we're really in good hands. We've had long chats with Mr. Ali, and is equally committed to make sure that women are empowered, to make sure that you start businesses, to make sure that those businesses are financed, to make sure that you get to the correct networks, and to make sure that we lift our people out of poverty. I think that's the end game, isn't it? Yes. We must lift our people out of poverty.
The managing director of the facilitators of the workshop, Mr. Desmond Ali, called on the participants to change their attitude towards business by identifying all challenges facing business and also pushing for support from the financial sector.
We want to thank the people from Gwanda. This is a very important occasion for us, and it's the first one that we've held outside Harare. And we are not here to just get people trained, and then we come back next year and we train people, and we come back the next year and we train people. But we want to change the attitude, like what the Prof has just said. We want to encourage more businesses. We want people to be able to establish their own businesses and create employment. And that's what we need to do. We want to review, after this training, we need to review to say what impact have we made on the community, what has changed. If nothing has changed, it means that there's something that we need to change. We need to identify all the challenges that we may face. It will not be perfect, but the idea is we want them to be able to support your business ideas and change them into proper businesses. Right? It's not easy to run a business, but I think one of the things that we believe the biggest challenge that we face is that we are not, business ideas are there, but the support from the financial service sector has not been that forthcoming. And I think we need to change that mindset. I also want to thank the Reserve Bank for also supporting and funding these initiatives. All of you here, we've invited you for this training. We've not asked anyone to pay for this training. But the only way you can pay us back is by establishing businesses that are viable.
As the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe moves towards ensuring that all Zimbabweans have access to funding for their business projects, it has established empowerment as well as productive funds amounting to $381.5 million for various sectors of the economy. Dr. Chipika, the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe's Deputy Governor, was the guest of honor at the workshop, and these were remarks at the opening ceremony.
The theme of this workshop, Entrepreneurship Mindset for Sustainable Development, assures me that the workshop is set to change lives. All of us attending the workshop will certainly not go home the same. As you may be aware, the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe, in conjunction with key stakeholders, developed and issued the National Financial Inclusion Strategy in 2016, having realized the importance of financial inclusivity at both the household level and at the national level. Financial inclusion enables lower income and marginalized segments of our population, including micro, small and medium enterprises, women, youth, those living with disability, to participate in economic activities, which in turn leads to enhanced economic performance. We all agree that women are the foundation of families. They multiply assets for the benefit of their families and beyond, and they have a better loan repayment track record when compared with men. Studies have also shown that company boards with good women representation outperform male-dominated boards. Ownership of small, medium and large enterprises allows women to earn an independent income and contribute financially to their households and communities. This allows families to have access to decent standard of living. It has been shown that the income earned by women is used to support their families in terms of health, education, food, clothing, hence contributing to poverty eradication and economic development. It is therefore clear to me that the global and national ambition of achieving the Sustainable Development Goals by 2030 cannot be realized without enhancing women's participation and hence the need to create and capacitate women entrepreneurs for economic growth.
That was Dr. Chipika, Deputy Governor of the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe, speaking at the Women's Entrepreneurship Development Program that was held in Gwanda recently and was attended by about 100 women from Matabeleland South Province. We take a short break. Please stay tuned in for more from that workshop.